name is Umberto Mucci and this is We the ItaliaNews, a podcast about Italy during coronavirus times. Today is Monday, September 13, 2021. As of today, 64% of the Italian population is fully vaccinated, considering only the over 12s targeted by the vaccination campaign. 74% of the Italians are fully vaccinated. Regarding the doses administered in relation to the population, the regions with the highest rates are Molise, Lombardy, Puglia, Umbria and Abruzzo. Those with the lower rates instead are Sicily, Calabria, Trentino Alto Adige, Valle d'Aosta and Campania. The whole summer these have been the regions, the best regions and the worst regions for the vaccination campaign. This doesn't change. The Italian vaccination campaign is slowing down for now. Average of the last 7 days is just 243,000 injections, but to give the measures of the stall is especially the number of first doses per day, just 75,000 last week. With regard to the over 80 years, 92% of them have been vaccinated, a percentage that goes down as you lower the age. For the group between 70 and 79 years, we are at 88%. For those between 60 and 69 to 83%. And finally, for those between 50 and 59 to 76%. Young people have given a very good response, with very high percentages for children between 16 and 19 years old who have started to receive the vaccine only a few months ago. 74% have already received a dose and 56% have completed the vaccination cycle. The official Italian data explain once again, if ever there was a need, how important and successful the COVID vaccine is. The risk of COVID infection in Italy for people who have completed the vaccination cycle is greatly reduced. In fact, the risk of contracting the virus is reduced by 77%, while its effectiveness in preventing hospitalization rises to 93% and 96% in preventing hospitalization in intensive care units. On the other hand, the efficacy in preventing deaths reaches the threshold of 97%. In the over 80s age group, the death rate is 15 times higher for the unvaccinated. As every Monday, just a few numbers about the situation of the contagion in Italy. Over the past 7 days, with regard of the new positive cases, we averaged a percentage change of minus 15% compared with the previous 7 days. In the same period, the average change in the number of patients admitted to ordinary wards was minus 2.4%. With regard to intensive care units, instead, in the last 7 days, the average change was minus 2.3%. On average, in the last 7 days, we had 34 deaths a day, with a variation of minus 4.3% compared to the previous 7 days. Once again, all minuses are good signs. Since the end of June, the infections were continuously increasing, but in September the cases of COVID in Italy have dropped for the first time after 9 weeks. There are no changes in color for the Italian regions. Sicily remains in the yellow zone, the rest of Italy in the white zone, the one with few restrictions, and it does not seem at the moment that there are conditions for this to change, even in the week beginning September 20. Today, the new year of school will begin for 4 million of Italian students in 10 Italian regions: Lazio, Lombardy, Piedmont, Abruzzo, Basilicata, Emilia-Romagna, Umbria, Veneto, Valle d'Aosta, and the province of Trento, while the province of Bolzano, which together with Trento makes the Trentino Alto Adige, started 1 week ago. Tomorrow will start Sardinia, Wednesday Campania, Molise, Marche, Liguria and Tuscany, Thursday Sicily and Friuli Venezia Giulia, while the last to return to class will be Puglia and Calabria next Monday on September 20. The classes will return all in presence, hoping not to have to start again with distance learning if the numbers of contagion worsen. Students will be required to keep their masks on in class and inside the school. Classes will be held with windows open and desks at least 1 meter apart when possible. Everyone entering the schools except students will be required to have a green pass. Principals spent the weekend studying instructions for the new digital platform for automated school staff green pass checks, released Friday. Those who make 4 absences due to lack of green passes will lose their position and salary until they get their vaccination or swabs back on track. School personnel who have entered the vaccine cycle are at 93%, at least with 1 dose, 93%. With everyone in the classroom to counteract the expected increase in cases related to the resumption of classes and immediately intercept any clusters of asymptomatic, some regions will start immediately sample screening with the saliva swab. The Ministry of Education has stated that if an outbreak is certified in a school, the school will be isolated, not every school. If the contagion is in a single classroom, only that classroom will be isolated, not the whole school. No longer, says the ministry, we will see entire regions with classrooms closed for COVID. Let's hope so. In the first 6 months of this year, Italy set an all-time record for made in Italy exports to the world. It is the record ever, and it is not just a positive trend after the pandemic, which was expected. In the first 6 months of 2019, the record year to date, an export of 240 billion made in Italy in the world have been reached. Today we are at 250 billion. And this success is due in good part to the food sector. With an unprecedented double-digit increase, by 2021, Italian food exports will reach the target of 50 billion euro, set for 2020 and blocked by the pandemic outbreak. According to latest Istat data, Italian exports of non-durable consumer goods, of which food represents a large part, grew by plus 15.2% in June 2021 compared to June 2020, when agri-food exports had increased by 1.6%. In the 6-month period, the trend increase is plus 11.5% compared to the plus 2.2% in 2020. Among the markets to which Italy exported the most, the US is in first place, with a plus 6.4% increase in the period January-April. An interesting fact is that never before had so many barrels of Italian sparkling wine been uncorked in the world as in 2021. There is a record increase in export volume of plus 26% due to the desire of foreign consumers to return to toast with Made in Italy bubbles. The start of Made in Italy sparkling wines is confirmed as Prosecco, thanks to an increase in cross-border sales of plus 35%, an historic record for a sparkling wine whose production embraces 2 regions, Veneto and Friuli Venezia Giulia, 9 provinces and 3 denominations of origin, for a total production that has exceeded 600 million barrels after having received UNESCO recognition for the Prosecco Hills in 2019. It's all for now, it's all for today. My name is Umberto Mucci, this was We the ItaliaNews. Please stay safe and take care. I'll see you next Thursday. Ciao from Rome.